Hey Adam, here is that video for the HR piece. And there's a couple components to this. So the first is that on each employee, so this is an employee, happens to be a guy named Carlos. Uh, Track his name and then have some statuses here, whether he's current or he's on leave or he quit or he's terminated. And then a name and address, pretty much generic stuff. Email address, phone contacts, and then under the HR tab, employment type, full time or temporary, the basic gender, benefit status, heritage, what workers' comp code he's covered in, what his residence is, more for tax purposes, birth date, hire date, social security number, a couple of buttons here if they're exempt from certified or exempt from overtime reporting. Then the next one is his compensation, how often is he paid, what his hourly rates are, if he accrues sick time, what rate does he accrue it, and is it accrued on the hour or by the pay period? Same thing for vacation. Does it do a retirement plan or third party sick pay for your W 2 options? Next tab, direct deposit information if they want to do direct deposit. More of a payroll issue here. So all of the different payroll calculations for his check if he has tax levies or garnishments or you know or if you offer health insurance or dental, what his premium part is. And then this tab here, which is additional emergency kind of contacts, if you need to contact somebody, you can have those. And then across the bottom down here, here's what he's earned. Here's his earnings for each quarter this year. Here's his payroll, all of his checks he's received this year, so you can go back to those. Uh, you know, Especially for your drivers, if you want to track their driver's licenses, so it's a be driver's license, his license number, the expiration date, so you can get a report as they're expiring. Because it doesn't mean he automatically gets a new one. He could have been suspended, but this is a great time that you'll find out about it. So we track those. And then training. I'm sure you guys offer training within your company. I assume that in most companies, the supervisor or whatever has to have first aid training. So we can track any type of training you want here. The last day he was certified, the next day he has to get certified again, and we can run reports on that so that you would know about that. So those are all of the things we track there. The other thing is there's a notepad right here. So the thing says, insert the current date. So I'm just going to insert the current date. And I spoke to Carlos about being late. Okay? Something very simple. So I'm going to save that. So it's hard to tell. There's little lines here, so I can tell something's there. So now we're going to talk to Carlos again. The way we do this with our clients is I hit enter once. I come up here and say insert today's date, which same thing by the way, because it's still today. But hit enter and uh, put Carlos on probation. Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So now as I come back to these, they're all chronological, and I just next time I come in, I hit the same thing, insert, put the date in, so I know what date it is. All of the notes in here, and then I'm done. I'm gonna save that. And so that's how I can keep notes on each individual employee. I want to save that. And so the other part of the payroll and HR is under payroll management is our HR forms. And under the HR forms, hang on 1 second. I have one open. So I can put like a new hire package together. I can have a probation packet. I can have a termination packet, and then there's a bunch of different documents that I can attach to that. But if somebody has absence request form, there is a form to do that. Um, Open it up real quick. It's going to open up in Word. Um, so now I have this form that I can just fill out. Here's his ID number. These are the reasons he's doing that. Place for everybody to sign it, and then I can print that. And then the next step here, to verify this report, that I make a copy of it. So basically, I have these forms. This is my copy. Then I have an employee copy that I can produce. I don't want to save this, otherwise I mess up my data here. And then, if somebody comes in with an address form, that's already done. Affirmative action form, you go through all this. Cobra election notice, Cobra, COBRA enrollment form, which I'm sure you have to wrestle with, confidential data, direct deposit, drug screening, employee data sheet, verification, employment verification, valuation forms, family medical leave act. You go out, there's 70 different forms in here. Military leave, reinstatement. So these are all in Word, so they can be edited pretty easily. And then I can just say, hey, you know what? I want one of these for just a blank form. I want it for this employee. And so I go like this, and hang on a second. You'll notice that for that employee, it already filled everything out for that employee for me. So I didn't have to fill it out. And so bottom line is 70 forms. They're in Word. We always encourage people, if you're going to use these forms, obviously don't really care about this one or this one, but when you get into COBRA, you probably want to have your attorney approve these, or maybe a confidential data. You want to have them approve that conflict interest. But anyway, they're in Word, very easy for you to change. You notice that it was real easy for me to just pick a button and print it for any individual employee. So you'll be able to do that. Anyway, that's the extent of our HR. It's pretty nice. But again, ability to customize forms, customize packets. I think I have, so like here's my new hire packet. So in my new hire packet, I have the W-4, affirmative action form. So all of these, when the employee gets hired, I go in and print that with his name on it, and I have all of that done. So I am sure that you're doing that today. We just make it a lot easier for you. So anyway, that's our HR, pretty powerful, and it comes with the system. That it's included with the core system. So I think they will be very useful for you. Adam, if anybody else has any questions, please let me know, and we'll get it taken care of for you. Thanks a lot.